This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis and other senior government officials toured the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute today, getting a first-hand look at the classrooms at the Old Trail Road campus. Some $2.6 million have been budgeted towards free tuition for students at BTVI, and according to BTVI President Dr. Robert Robinson, registration at the Nassau campus is up 26% in the last 2 years and 100% in Grand Bahama. Addressing students in attendance, Dr. Minnis told students the only thing he wants of them is to succeed.
Now, the only thing I ask of you is that you attend your courses, you study hard, and you succeed. That's all I want. I want to see you all succeed, so that when I and my colleague minister and others depart this world, we would at least be able to rest in peace knowing that we left the Bahamas in great hands.
Now, Family Island students attending the University of the Bahamas will receive an allowance of $500 to go towards their living accommodations. Dr. Minnis informed students at BTVI that students will receive the same benefit.
I've spoken with the financial secretary, and I would ask your president to provide us with the numbers of students attending BTVI from the Family Islands so that they too can receive the same benefits as those from the University of Bahamas. Now, let me get something straight to you. The $500 is not given to you to put in your pocket. The $500, you are encouraged to live in family homes, etc., rental facilities, and the $500 is given to the landlord.
BTVI President Dr. Robert Robertson says the grant to Family Island students will make a significant difference to students in the future.
It will make an impact in the future, but I think people, families and children make decisions earlier, and so they're already here. They've already made the decision based on the fact that they were not eligible at BTVI, and so I think next year it'll make a big difference. A lot of people think about coming, but then the housing cost added to everything else in a bigger city is just too much. And I talked to some parents last week about it, and they say they make their decisions early, but next year I think they will be here in numbers.
The school parents say out of the 2,500 students this term, some 70 of them are Family Island students. Disney Cruise Line Island Development revealing its plans for what the experience at that $400 million cruise port and entertainment facility at Lighthouse Point in South Eleuthera will be like. The unveiling, which came at Disney's D23 Expo in California on Sunday, according to Disney, will celebrate the culture and spirit of the Bahamas. At the unveiling, Disney Parks Experience and Products Chairman Bob Chapek and Walt Disney Imagineer Joe Rhodes shared the new details about the plan. Rhodes said the Bahamas offers a fascinating multicultural traditions of food, music, dance, and storytelling. He added, Eleuthera in particular is home to many artists, and he will be working with painters, sculptors, writers, storytellers, musicians, weavers, and artists of every kind. Much like they did in Aulani in Hawaii to create a unique experience that is rooted in Bahamian culture and embedded with Disney magic. Tourism Minister Dionisio Diaglo was on hand for the unveiling. He said the Bahamas government negotiated a model agreement with Disney, preserving the natural environment of Lighthouse Point and the culture of the Bahamas while growing economic opportunities for Bahamians. Disney completed its purchase of the privately owned property earlier this year and signed the heads of agreement with the government back in March. Disney has committed to developing less than 20% of the property, employ sustainable building practices, including an open trestle pier, establish environmental monitoring programs during construction and operation, and donate more than 190 acres of privately owned land to the government, among other commitments. Shifting over to crime news, police are actively investigating 2 Family Island homicides over the weekend, the first occurring on the island of Eleuthera. According to police on Saturday, a shooting left an adult male dead. Now, reports indicate that shortly before 9 p.m., 3 men were sitting outside a residence in the settlement of James Cistern when they were approached by a man armed with a firearm who opened fire in their direction, injuring one of them before running away. The island's medical doctor was called to the scene, where he examined the injured man and pronounced him dead. No one else, according to police, was injured during the incident. Some 18 hours before, police in Abaco responded to a report of gunshots being fired at a home on Breadfruit Street, Marsh Harbor, Abaco. There at the home, they met the lifeless body of a male with multiple gunshot wounds and another male with a gunshot wound to the leg. Initial investigations revealed that another male had entered the home and shots were fired. Police are now appealing to island residents of both Eleuthera and Abaco who may have information that can assist with investigations to contact police. Now, fast forward to Sunday night here in the capital, police investigating a shooting that left a man dead shortly after 10 p.m. Police say 2 men were standing in front of a home on Ross Corner when the occupants of a white vehicle opened fire in their direction, hitting one of them before speeding away. The injured man was transported to hospital and a short time later was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.